G'day and welcome all to another Chobo Team League cast. Today, sorry for that screw up at the start. Let's start that again. I'll split that out. Welcome in one, god damn it, screwing it up. Alright. Welcome all to another Chobo Team League cast. This week, I'll be casting Vortex Esports versus Alloy Esports. This should be quite an interesting match as both of these teams are both European based, so a lot of these players will be playing on the Europe server, and we are all quite familiar with the whole idea that the different servers, for example Korea, North American and Europe, all play a little differently. So it should be quite interesting to see what kind of games we get today. Now let's just skip all the chatter and let's just get straight into it, eh? So, game number one, it's on heavy rain, so this should be a very quick and easy match. Alrighty. Let's load this game up and we can get straight into it. Alright, we have spawning in the bottom corner of heavy rain, playing for Alloy Esports, we have Heimdallr. Heimdallr? I'm gonna call him Heim. Your name is Heim for the rest of this match. And he is playing Zerg. Now, spawning in the top corner of Heavy Rain, we have playing for Vortex Esports, Kali. Oh, need to turn myself up. What's that song? Oh, there we go. There you guys. Can you hear me now? I should just turn my mic up quite a bit. Alright, so we have a TVZ starting on Heavy Rain today. That is this is one of my favorite matchups, especially on this match. This map is just so well put together for TVZ, for all styles of play. Now we have so far just pretty standard Rax, the supply depot at the ramp. He's gonna follow us up for Rax and probably a refinery as well. Early refinery, get that quick Reaper and really abuse this little high ground here that's available. The Reaper can jump up all around here, get in here. It makes it a real nightmare for our Zerg player here for Alloy to really deny our Terran player getting any scouting done whatsoever. But we shall see. Yep, there we go. There's the refinery and the racks, just as I said. So we will be expecting that fast Reaper. And yep, the drones actually gets in and scouts us around, so the fact that he sees us gas knows that Reapers are a possibility. He knows, alright, he's got a Rax, he's got a gas. What can he do? Reapers. So he needs to pull first. So he is safe from any kind of harass. He's played it safe. You can go pull hatch or hatch pull. It doesn't actually matter too much, because even though if you go hatch first and get your pull second, you get your next expo up, you get transfer workers across, and you get to start making more units with the lava. However, with the pull first, you get your queens. Queens first, and queens have the inject lava. So it doesn't actually matter if you go pull first or hatch first all too much. There are some slight differences, but in the long run, in terms of like your economy and your production, it doesn't make too much of a difference because sorry, I lost my train of thought. Because the queens will make up for any loss of mining time. So we don't have a Reaper, we have a fast reactor. This is a interesting deviation. Could it be going for dual Reapers? Let's see what he tries to make out of the... He's still mining gas, so it could be very well be dual... Yes, it is. So this is a... what's the word I'm looking for? It's a variation of the Reaper builds. There's a slew of Reaper builds from proxied to in-base to proxied, one proxy, one in your base. There's so many Reaper builds that can be done, and he's just gone for the reactor version. Now this Overlord here, he's seen it. He knows everything that's going on. So he shouldn't be too off guard. Is he building? Yep, he's got one queen. He needs to get another queen at this hatch. There we go. Oh, okay. Interesting. This might actually be best though, because he hasn't transferred any workers across, so all the Reapers will be trying to kill stuff here, and having the second queen spawn up here, not having to go off creep to get up here to defend, is actually not too bad of an idea. Now, we only have 2 Reapers though. It's 2 Reapers and then straight into Marines. So, he's just going to scout off this and then go into Marine production. And behind this, he's making a wall and getting his CC up. So, solid macro play. And he's got to deny this Overlord. That's going to be critical at this point. Because if Alloy loses this Overlord, he's going to be supply blocked. And, oh no. Yes, 1, 2, 3. No! Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, there we go. 3, 4. That's very good for our Terra player today. Getting 4 worker kills with your early Reapers, that's paying itself off. That's getting its bang for its buck. However, back at home, the Terran player has got his second base up, and so does the Zerg. So they're both evened up. They're both on the same amount of base, and we don't have anything else. We have an extra gas coming down, but here we go. Factory. So we have Rex, and this will just keep producing Marines. He needs to upgrade this into an orbital ASAP. Is he saving up? Yep. Orbital. There we go. Alrighty, so let's see what we got. We have barracks not producing, we've got the factory on the way, and we've got double gas, and the Marines are just scanning around for overlords. This is really nice to do. You want to make sure you get as many overlord kills as possible, because it just slows the Zerg player down, and if you supply block them, that is a whole lot of time that they should be building, and they can't. Alright, so we get, 2 base lair. Interesting, very interesting indeed. He's got 1 in gas still, and he's got the lair on the way. So, our Zerg player, he's going to be going for a fast muter, I would say. He could go swarm out like into infestation tech, but against a bio player, which he should kind of know it's a bio player at the moment, against this kind of style, muters are the way to go. So, I do expect him to be slamming down the 3rd hatchery any time now. That should be coming up very shortly. However, we shall see. He is hovering quite a bit of minerals, so I reckon he should have chucked it down a little while ago. Oh, Jesus, he is obviously versed a lot of Baneling buffs, and he does not like them. This is a very thick wall here. He's really making sure these Banelings can't really break through. But supply depots, they clump up. They're actually the worst building to block against Baneling buffs. As you can see here, these 3 here are very close here. If you get Baneling right in there and explode it, it will actually hit all 3 of these depots. So therefore, you can actually take all 3 of these depots down with just a couple of Banelings. That's why you see a lot of pro players, they use like barracks and so on, engineering bays, to wall off instead. Alrighty, so we have another barracks. This will be going down for our tech lab. Come on, put the tech lab down. There we go, tech lab. He needs the stim, he needs all those kind of nice little techs. And he's got the factory out, he's going Hellions, alright. So with these Hellions, he's going to be wanting to, he's got them rallied all the way across here. Ah, I see, he's got some already over there. Basically, this is like his wave 2 of pressure. If the 3rd was going up, or even up, he would be harassing that, but since it's not, he can just hit the natural. And, yep, Spire's on the way. And an infestation pit, interesting. Yeah, so basically, the Reapers have gone and they know, okay, Spire's on the way, and there's an infestation pit, so he is going to be thinking, alright, what's going on here? Am I going to verse Infestors, Mutalists? What's the deal? Now, he does think it's Mutalists because he's switched to Widowmine production now. And Widowmines, they're beautiful for defending against Mutalists. They are a must. Oh, and a tech lab on the starport. Alright, so we're going to have a Banshee. Yep, Banshee and Cloak. So basically, this is just the Reaper Hellion Banshee pressure. And this time is very, very deadly. And, oh, that's an interesting spot for a 3rd base. I actually missed that. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, is it? No. Okay, so this base actually has a smart choice, because the Terran player isn't scouting this base yet. So, these Reapers and Hellions, they're not going to even go harass over there, so this place can... Oh, yeah. So he's got drone... Oh, no, Swarm Host. Oh, awesome. Alright. So, we've got a Swarm Host, but he's got Fly Attack upgrading as well. I am thoroughly confused. This is why I love the silver matches. This is awesome. Alright, so we have +1 air attack coming on, and he's producing Swarm Hosts. Now, he needs to keep this back, keep it away. Oh, it's going to be scouted. Oh, mate. Oh, no, it's going to get away. Yeah, he would have seen that. So, alright, we have Swarm Hosts. Now, Swarm Hosts are actually good against Widowmines, remember? 3 units. Oh, no, no. Ooh, it's going to hurt. Oh, that was painful for our Zerg player, but oh, he gets a nearly, oh. All he needed to do was just wrap around the back and he could have killed all of those units, but he just didn't quite gauge enough. Pull back, pull back. Yep. Now, Swarmhosts, they actually are pretty good against Bio if you know how to play against Bio using them. A lot of pro players like Pig, he plays in Australia and he's pretty good. He's really good, and he's actually learned how to do Swarmhosts against Bio. It's really interesting. Oh no, ooh, that was close. What he needs to do is rally these locusts across these wooden mines and just keep deactivating with that. Okay, we do have a Banshee harassing the main, but we do have a Spore Crawler in both these bases, so it should be pretty safe. Oh, did I miss a detonation there? I think, no, it was on the locust, so that's fine. Now, our Zerg player also really needs to get a Overseer. If he can get an Overseer out just to kill these wooden mines, it will make it a lot easier for him to swarm out with these lings. Okay. This is very interesting. We have 5 swarm hosts and now he's switching to me. Oh no, these widow mines are going to detonate on the Zerglings. Oh. That was very, very close. He pulled the Zerglings back just in time. Now our Zerg player at the moment, he has a lot of minerals but no gas. There's very little he can do at the moment. Oh, interesting. Oh, this guy. Oh my god, this is wonky. This is so wonky. Okay, so basically this pressure with these mutas out, they're going to push back these Reapers and Banshees and Hellions really, really easy. There's nothing that you can do about it. So let's go look at the Terran player. We have turrets. Turrets. He knows the mutas are out, so he's got the turrets up ready to defend. Now this is what's wonky. He's got 2 armories and 2 Engie bays. Is he going to try... Oh, he's got 3 starports. So this could be some kind of Bio Sky Terran style. This is very interesting. I haven't seen something like this for quite some time. More barracks, so that takes him up to 7 barracks with 3 starports, and it's 2 reactors and a tech lab still. Now the Lings, they're out and just really making sure, checking around. Our Terran player has not expanded, so it's actually 2 bases to 3 bases, so Zerg is in a nice position. He really needs to take these gases though. And with a solid wall here, these mutas and Zerglings will have a tough time really breaking it down, but the Swarm Hosts are here. No siege tanks versus Swarm Hosts. These Swarm Hosts are actually going to be very efficient at trying to whittle this wall down. Oh my god, look at that DPS from these locusts. Once they really start firing, they can chew down walls so quickly. Ah, good. He's got the Overseer. So his Overseer will see any widow mines that may or may not be there. So he's not too keen to charge in straight away, because if it's widow mines, they will wreck his world. But yeah. So far... He's just gonna... Oh no, he's gonna go in. He's gonna back up. These Marines on the high ground is perfect because there's a choke point here because he hasn't taken these supply depots down. All the units have to charge through here, and these Marines can just fire death from above. Alrighty. Oh, he's gonna go for a pickup, and what's he gonna do with that? Oh, just nearly losing a muta there, but so far so good though. These locusts, this is actually really sneaky. He's only got 5. He didn't overcommit to him. He just bought 5, and he's using it to constantly break down this wall here. For this, exactly. These Zerglings, they can just run in now and pick up a few kills. Mutas will come in and kill the turrets once the Zerglings have helped out. Oh, nice. Picking off that Banshee. That's a really nice kill there. And he's focusing the command center. He's gonna get it. He's not gonna lift, and it's burning down. It's burning down. 60. If this falls, this is gonna be huge for our Zerg player. However, we do have the bar coming down, and it does get repulsed, but it's not being repaired. It's 2019. It's burning down. That is very, very close. Very, very close. That is a critical save. He needs to keep that alive. But here comes this Zerg again. He's just going to keep coming back in. These mutas, there's a huge cloud of them. And there's just not enough Marines. No medevacs and just a handful of Marines. Just not enough to really deflect the mutas for good. Man, he has way, way too many barracks and starports for 2 bases at the moment. He really needs to take that 3rd base. Okay, good. Now this is what you do not want to do with Bio. Even though Bio can steamroll Swarm Hosts, you never attack it head on. And yeah, he just doesn't have enough economy at the moment. He can't produce enough units to really get rid of this big muta flop. Now he does get the lift off, but the mutas will finish this off, and that falls. With the natural going down, this is definitely our Zerg player's game. He can throw it, but I would be very surprised if he wasn't able to win it from this position. Our Terran player's got a really crazy... Oh, this is awesome. He's not out. Terran buildings can fly. So he's going to get the hell out of there and take another base. Alrighty. Oh yeah. So we basically at the moment, our Terran player, he's actually supply blocked and he's down. This is actually quite a lot down. 59 supply to 156, 160 now. Our Terran player is in a hell of a lot of trouble, and he's going to go for a counter attack, but it's going to leave him completely open. If our Zerg player commits to an attack here, it's game over. And oh, mutas, they were sitting on the production, but there we go. Mutas come back. It's going to pick away. Our Zerg player has been so cautious this game. It is ridiculous, actually. However, with our Terran player being constantly supply blocked, there's nothing he can really do. Oh no, drop, 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 drop! Oh no! Oh no, that is just... That is painful. That is... And that's the nail in the coffin. Wow. When I said we were going to see something different because these were European teams, I did not expect that. That was a thoroughly entertaining match to watch. Alright, so that means the first game of the day goes out to our Vortex player, was it? I cannot remember. It goes to our Alloy player, so Alloy takes the first game of the series. Good job to them. So, Alloy Esports +1. There we go. Alright, so that was actually a really, really awesome silver game to see. It was so different to what we see, so it was a bit wonky, and the responses that each player did was quite cool. So, let's get on to it. If that first game has anything to say about the rest of the series, I'm very much looking forward to this. Alrighty. So, we have our second match of the session. So we have... Snake checks in. Alrighty, so this time around we have another TVZ. We have another TVZ on Habitation Station. So, playing for, well, spawning in the top right corner, playing for Alloy Esports, playing Zerg for, oh, Alloy Esports, I said that again, is Puppy. And then spawning in the top left corner, playing for Vortex Esports. He hasn't got the clan tag, I wonder why is that. And playing Terran, we have Spirit. Now, this is the last game we casted was the bronze silver, the lowest legs, and now this is the silver. Now, Spirit has promoted to gold, if I remember that right. Yeah, Spirit has promoted to gold, but he must have promoted midweek, so therefore he's still eligible to play this match. However, grats to him. Please have the right player. I'm pretty sure I screwed that up, but oh well. Now, this is basically it's very similar to the last map we saw. We saw TVZ on a 2-player map. Now, this map, the one thing that really, well, there's a couple of things, but the main thing that sets this map apart from all the others, this gold base. These Zergs, they love to take these gold bases in the Terran as well. If a player can secure this gold base, there's some huge bank they can make up, eh? Now, we have a barracks, but no refinery going down. 13, 14, and still no refinery, so it's going to be a gasless expand from our Terran player today, it seems. Alrighty, and Zerg just Zerging up. Hatchery down. Pool should be coming down very shortly, or is he going to go for double hatch before pool? It'd be very surprising, but no, it will be a spawning pool for sure. Oh nice, he's got the drone in here trying to harass this SCV, but it's just no luck. That's going to finish up and get away with it. Now, I'm actually split opinion about this. I don't think you really need to do much scouting with a drone on this map, regardless of the amount of cheese they can throw. because of this close air distance, this Overlord can really get into his Terran base and scout everything in time to react properly. Now this drone, oh, is it? Oh, it's in the corner now. Very nice, very nice. Submarine picks up a drone kill, but the drone saw everything going on. He saw no gases, saw the racks, and the Overlord will actually, if the Overlord moves across here, it will actually see the Expo. Oh, is it? So close. There we go. Seen the Expo, backs out, he knows everything he needs to. One racks expand. Now we do have a pool, we have the hatch, and we'll have a couple of queens popping out now, and we've got gas. Is he going to stop at 100? Yes, perfect. He pulls out his drones as soon as he got 100 gas. So he's going to go for the speed and then just drone up like a boss. Meanwhile, we have CC. Oh, there we go. Double gas going down. And yep, that's right. Good time. Oh, why is he... I'm surprised the Zerg player is behind on supply at the moment. Why is this? Ah, there we go. He's built a really fast third hatch. That's why. That's where all his money went. So basically, our Zerg players, he's going to really explode with his economy soon. Because as soon as those drones coming out, and if he transfers to the gold as soon as it's up, oh, that's going to be some crazy bank for our Zerg player. Now, with the gas coming in from the Terran, we're going to see the Terran come to the point where he needs to make a decision. Bio or mech. On this map, it's both viable, but we're going to be sticking with bio this game, so it's going to be somewhat similar to what we saw last game. Fast tick lab, so yep. Definitely he wants to get this tick lab down really early so he can really get that stim and combat should get all those infantry upgrades up really quick, so when his drops hit, they're very, very scary. So we have a few workers transferred down, which is really nice. It's a very good thing to transfer workers down to your bases, as Zerg players know this very well. You see a Zerg player, they always do this. They always transfer the workers, and the reason is, on each base you can have 24 workers, and that's full saturation, 3 on each mineral patch. And beyond that, there is no improvement in mining speed. However, the optimal saturation is 16, 2 per patch. So what players will do is they'll transfer workers from their main to their natural so they can reach optimal saturation on both bases as soon as possible without losing any mining time to having one base oversaturated while one base is unsaturated. Now this is, as I said, transferring the workers to the gold. This makes a huge increase. The amount of income you can make from this gold base is phenomenal. Let's actually bring that up. We have our Terran player actually sitting at 1500 right now. So that's very, very good for our Terran player at the moment. But he has got a SCV lead with 2 mules. Which is... maybe our Zerg player missed a few injects? I'm not too sure. Oh, this Marine, cheeky little fella. He needs to get a couple of Zergs to go punish this Marine for trying to piss the Overlords off. Oh, he actually... oh, that is awesome. He actually got a... killed a creep tumor. That Marine paid it for itself well over. And the swarm. Alrighty, so our Zerg player really does need to drone up. He's only on 27 drones at this point, and he needs a lot more drones. However, he's flooding lanes at the moment, so if he doesn't make drones anytime soon, this will be very, very all in for him. He's got a lot of gas. Oh, it's only the gas in the gold being mined, so this is quite interesting. However, he is transferring more drones across to the gold, so that will get his income back up to scratch in no time. Meanwhile, over in the Terran base, we have pretty standard 3 racks, starport and factory, +1 on the way. Other than that, there's nothing too notable going down, but we're going to be entering into the phase of the game where stuff will start to happen. Once these medevacs hit the field, this Terran player can jump around and do whatever he wants. He can drop in the natural, drop the gold. It's going to be his ballpark to really get out there and harass the Zerg player. We do have a hive on the way, but mutas won't be done anywhere near soon enough to be able to deal with the drops coming in. So it's going to be down to the Zerg player to really have a tight defense and be able to use these Zerglings to really deflect all the pressure. Now this is good. If you can connect up these 2 bases with the creep, it'll be very, very useful for getting lings from here back to the main and so forth. I would actually like it if he put a creep to him down here to connect these bases. Oh, here we go. Here's a big push out coming, and the Zerg has scouted that there's no third base. Oh, actually, this might be the SCV going for the third base. Well, no third base going down for the Terran player, and to push it across the map. He has Stim, he has 2 medevacs, but there's a lot of Zerglings here. I think if the Zerg gets a good surround, this Terran army will get decimated. Oh, here we go. The Terran's on the ramp, and it's actually got a good position here. It's half the Zerg to surround, but the Zerg gets the surround, and the Stim comes in, but it's just, it's going to be very, very close, and there's just a little bit too much Terran bio here. The healing power of these medevacs really, really make all the difference here. He needs, evacuate the drones. He's getting them out ASAP quick. And where's the Zerglings? He's got a hole on the way, but just they're not enough. They're not out yet. And here they go. Here's a whole lot of Zerglings coming. If he can kill this army now and keep this third alive, he'll be in a good position. But if he loses this third, he'll be in a really tight, tough position. All right. So he does manage to deflect this this frontal push and managed to keep his third alive, which is huge. He did lose a little bit of mining time because he had to evacuate the drones and so forth, but he is in a good position. And his third is actually, the Terran's third is just about to finish up back at home. So the Zerg, what he really wants to do now is be able to drone up, but keep the Terran onto base. If he can drone up while keeping the Terran back, he'll be in a very, very good position. But if the Terran player can take his third, then the Zerg player will have a bit of trouble dealing with the huge economy that the Terran has. Like, look at this. We have 2, 3, 4, going up to 7 barracks. He's got the extra engineering bay on the way with the army as well. The Terran's, his macro is on point this game. He really has got this down to how it should be done. He doesn't need to drop these units unless he plans to pick all this up and drop as well. Oh, this is very good. Taking this third base when you're playing bio is phenomenal. The amount of production you can afford off a gold base with your axes is, yeah, it's phenomenal. And yeah, as someone in chat just said, the supplies do tell the tale. 130 for the Terran, 84 for the Zerg. The Zerg's economy just never really got off. It never really got to a good start. He made too many Zerglings, and I'm sure he must know. Let's just watch. Is he on point? Yeah, his queens are hovering quite a bit of energy, so you can tell they've missed quite a few injects. If a queen is on point with their injects, they'll have nearly no energy left. But if a queen misses a couple of injects, they tend to bank it up pretty quick. So, all right, well, the Terran's army's coming. It's 92 army supply versus 51. This is going to be the death for our Zerg player here. With no banelings and only Zerglings, a couple of mutas, but mutas against Marines they don't do the trick. It is gonna be tough for the Zerg player. He's gonna get hit very, very hard. Now here comes the Terran player. Yep, there we go. Scan on the creep, clear out the creep tuners. Actually good the queen up there because of the scan. Oh, there we go. We have a few. Oh, no speed for the banelings though. Speed it's just short of finishing. Oh, that is a. Oh. That was there we go. GG. That was a nice engage for the Zerg player. He got all the Zerglings in there and got them surrounding and so forth and so on. But he just didn't have the banelings, and he just didn't have enough army to really kill this Terran army, especially with all those medevacs. That was a lot of medevacs. Alright, so that is one for. So that was Alloy Puppy, so it's Vortex Spirit. So that means that we have the series tied up. Alright, so let's give one to Vortex. Sweet as. So the series so far is tied up at 1-1, and with the way these replays have been submitted, they've been submitted in order of league. So set 1 was bronze silver, set 2 was silver silver. And that means this next match, set 3, will be starting our gold players. Alright, so let's load up this match. No. Okay, so maybe I was wrong about how I might be missing a game. We'll find out as I get through the series. Alrighty, so we have our next game, and this is a platinum versus a platinum. So this should be a lot higher quality player to what we've seen so far, so it should be quite interesting to watch. Now, we have spawning in the top left hand corner, playing on Frost, playing Protoss, playing for. Okay, so that one's playing for Vortex, we have Boone. And spawning in the top right hand corner of Frost, playing for Alloy Esports, we have a Pop. Apopers. I don't know how to say that. I'm gonna call him Apop. So we have Apop. Well, we've had 2 TVZs and now we're gonna get a taste of a bit of PVZ. Alright, so piling down here. This is gonna be a very macro based play, obviously. And yeah. Alright, so Frost. This is the first 4-player map we've had in the series. So we can expect to see hopefully a really solid macro game out of both of these players, and our Protoss player is getting a really lucky scout. He's scouting his opponent for the first what's the word I'm looking for? His first base to check is the correct one, so he's very lucky here, and he knows where his opponent is, and knowing where your opponent is on this map is quite important. Oh, and he actually scouts the pool first. That is very, very good for our Protoss player. Oh, whoops. I see what I did. I accidentally switched to my gaming overlay. Whoops. I got rid of that. Now, even though we do have the pylon block coming down, because our Zerg player actually went pool first, he'll have his Zerglings out to deal with this as soon as he possibly can. Like, he could pull drones and try and kill it with drones, but the amount of lost mining time is just not worth it, and if he wants to, he can just take a base, say, over here or over there. Alrighty, so, where are the Zerglings? Where the pool done and no Zerglings? Yeah, there we go. And back at home, yep, Forge, Gateway, Forge, Fast Expand, we've got the really fast Nexus going down, and there we go. Nice tight wall sorted. So yeah, he needs to get these Zerglings to work straight away. And he's floating a little bit of minerals, but it's not too bad at the moment. What he could do is, once he gets his hatchery down, is like, he should be building another queen here so he can rally it down straight away. But yeah, alright, so pylon goes down. Come on, drone, you need to go build a hatchery. Drone, hatchery, there we go. So, apart from the pylon block going down, there's been nothing really happening in this game, but this game is off to a very good start for Pros. That's as good as a start you're going to get. Uncontested Forge Fast Expand going up, and that was a Nexus before the Forge and Gateway, and then successfully blocking your opponent from getting their hatchery down for so long. That is... Ooh, sorry about that, I've got hiccups. The Zerg player he's behind. His economy should be a lot stronger, and for example, 21 out of 24, he wished all these drones were down here on this base. Now this is a interesting response. That's a very fast lair after he has been denied this base for so long. Now he is taking a third as well, so interesting. He's just gonna rush up to free base lair as soon as he can, because he knows it's Forge Fast Expand, and he's praying there's no Soul Train coming his way. So as long as he goes uncontested for the next 3 or 4 minutes, our Zerg player will be back in this game very, very strong. Alright, so Forge, all the gas has been taken, so got a lot of gas being mined for our Protoss player now. First hatch done, second hatch halfway. Lair about to finish, and another. Here we go, the gases. He needs to saturate this one again, I believe. Oh, there we go. Pulling a whole lot of drones, more gases. None down there yet. And Lair finishes. Alright, so what he's going to build. What building is Zerg going to build? We need to see what he wants to tick into. Now remember, there is a Stargate coming down. So if he goes Spire, the Protoss player is in a very good position to just outright shut down any Mutalist player, because we all know how Muta Phoenix goes, especially with a little bit of control. Okay, we have a lair going down, but no immediate choice of tech. He doesn't have the gas to really commit to it though. That must be why. Yep. So once we hit 200 gas, we'll see what the Zerg wants to do. He needs to put one more in here. And other than that, those gases are fine. He must have forgot about that. Okay, he's got 300 gas, but still no choice of tech. Interesting. Meanwhile, back at home for the Protoss player, we have first Phoenix coming out, and the Overlord sees this, so our Zerg player knows, okay, if I go Spire, he can just outright shut that down. There's Phoenix out, and Muta Phoenix, we know how that goes. It's actually quite a late Mothership core, but then again, he can hold off pretty well with the cannons now. Now, the first Phoenix will come out, it's going to start hunting Overlords straight away. There's one there, one there. The rest of the Overlord's actually sitting tight back at home, so our Zerg player won't lose too many Overlords. At the most, he'll lose maybe 2 or 3 to the Phoenixes, but other than that, he will be quite fine. And so we've got 1 Say 8, 1 Phoenix, and Robot Facility coming down. 2 Phoenix out. I think he'll either stop at 4 or 6 Phoenix. Well, between 4 and 8 is like the magic number of Phoenix that a Protoss player will build to really use for harassment. If he goes more than that, it's as a response to Spire play or some other form of tech. Now we have a couple of Spore Crawlers going down. We only have 1, 2. I'd say he needs 1 more here and 1 more at the back here. But once he's got those down, he'll be able to defend against these Phoenixes real easy. Spores are great against dealing all aerial harassment. So we have Hydras as the choice. We have the Muscular Augments along with 1-1. And no units being produced yet, but it's just droning out. 58 drones to 50 workers. Solid macro game, as I said. And we have +1 armor. We've got +1 attack. Yep. No Twilight Council yet. Robotics Bay. And we have Observers, Phoenix. What are the Phoenix up to? Just having a look, scanning around. Still only 1 kill, but Spore Crawler here. They can actually dart in and use the shields to get a few kills, but it takes, you know, gotta be very careful. Ooh, going for the Queen, but oh, just getting that 1 Phoenix. So 1 Phoenix does go down, and this Queen survives. Also, the magic number for using Phoenix to kill Queens, I believe, is 4 or 6. I cannot actually remember the stat. If anyone knows it in the chat, send it at me. But basically, there's a magic number of Phoenix where you can pick it up and kill 1 Queen in the duration of the lift up, and it's the perfect amount for going around sniping Queens and really denying the production of our Zerg player, because the Queens are the source of all production. However, with Muscular Augments and Hydras out on the field, these Phoenix are going to have a tough time getting anything done, especially if the Hydra's +1 range finishes up shortly. Oracle plus extended firm lines and Colossus. So back at home, since the Phoenix aren't really doing anything, we have the bird bat actually, yeah. Alright, from the chat, they let me know 4 Phoenixes to pick up and kill a Queen. So losing that magic number of Phoenix makes a huge difference. He did replace it though, so that's good to see, but focus firing down another Phoenix. This is very good from our Zerg player. He's focus firing down the weakened Phoenixes to kill it. And just losing 1 Phoenix makes a huge difference when you want to try and pick up Queens and kill them. Now this third base for our Protoss player is going uncontested. The Zerg player doesn't know about it. Oh, what does he? He does now, that's for sure. And with this many Hydras and no Colossus out, they're going to have a hut. All this is going to die. Like, there's 1 Colossus out and good forces there actually. That's very nice. Losing the Oracle, bit sloppy there, but oh, is this going to get chased down? Gets out of there just. But yeah, these Hydras keeping that Colossus back. This third base is going to get denied. It's going to get cancelled or killed. He should cancel it. He should cancel it. Cancel. Perfect. Perfect. So we have 2 Colossus up and a couple of Stalkers. So I'm not too sure about Stalkers against Hydras. But the Hydras, they've done very well for themselves. They've pushed out and denied that third base of the Protoss, and that is huge. And especially since behind that, he's taking his own 4th. Now we have Roach Speed on the way, so we're going to have a few Roaches coming out, and we have +2 missile attacks, but where's the armor? We need the +2 armor upcoming as well. Huge wave of drones, and also we have the Twilight Council on the way now. Our Protoss player is actually sitting at, where's his army? +1/+1, but he can't actually build any more upgrades. His upgrades are falling behind because he doesn't have that Twilight timing down to the second. It's similar to the eBay building that armory for Terran when you're about to switch into 2-2. But no, it's not going to be too major. Like, it actually might, because the Zerg has been pretty on point with the upgrades, and if he actually starts as 2-2, which I'd love to see, but just not remembering. But now his creep speed is actually not too bad as well. It could be a little bit better at this point, but once he gets it past this watchtower and he's got this top path secured as well, he's going to be in a very, very nice position. And even spreading it down here is also quite good, just to see Zealot run-bys and such coming that way. Alrighty. Now, our Zerg player is sticking to Roach Hydra. I am... Oh, there we go. That's exactly what I was just going to talk. The Vipers. With the Vipers coming out now, that's going to be all he needs to really make this composition work. Because at the moment we have 1, 2, 3, 4, a couple of Phoenixes, but they won't be able... There's not enough of them to really kill the Vipers in time. And Stalkers, they're just terrible. So basically what's going to go down is our Zerg player, his targets are these Colossus. If he gets the Vipers and abducts them, this army is going to fall to that crazy, insane DPS that the Hydra has. And, oh, there we go, +3, +2 on the way, and we only have +2. Ooh. Our Protoss player, he needs to get another Forge down and really chrono some upgrades out, because he's falling quite far behind on the upgrades at the moment. Oh, I love that. Trying to get creep in the mineral line. That is awesome. Here we go, big engagement. With the force fields, no force fields in this army, but there's just too much Colossus at this point. He needs to bring the Vipers over. Where are they? Here we go. Now he's losing quite a few units here. It's not too good. Oh, perfect. Oh, that is awesome abducts across the chasm there. I love seeing that. But he's not killing the Phoenixes. These Vipers, they're gonna... Oh, yeah. He needed to really kill these Phoenixes. If he killed the Phoenixes, he would have kept his Vipers alive. And... Stream... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we have 3 Phoenixes and a whole lot of Stalkers and Colossus. And a couple of Zealots coming on now. And where are the Vipers? We have... no Vipers. Alrighty, that is not good for our Zerg player. Vipers are what makes this composition work. And without the Vipers... Oh, bye-bye Phoenix. Alrighty, so... we have 4 base Zerg versus 3 base Protoss. Protoss is just maxing up this big... meaty death ball. We've got a whole lot of Zealots, Stalkers, 4 Colossus at the moment, and we've got a few Void Rays building it back at home, I believe. No, did he cancel them? No, there's 1 Void Ray. Oh, shit. Big flank coming here. Our position, and, oh, just... He's trying to get these Colossus, but he's just not closing the distance. He's not able to really engage these Colossus without the rest of these Stalkers buffering. So it's, not going too well for a Zerg player. He really needs those Vipers out. Here we go, 4 more Vipers on the way, but we have Template hitting the field now as well, so it's going to come down to a micro battle. Now this is good. This is a huge concave the Zerg player is setting out, and if the Protoss goes into this, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Alright, so he's just happy to kill some creep and fall back. Now, our Zerg player, he's flowing a lot of minerals at the moment. What I'd like to see him do is just land down 3 hatcheries, take all 3 of those bases and take the gases. But he hasn't quite got that. And there we go. This is actually quite good for him. +3 is about to finish up. So these Hydras, they're going to get very, very powerful. 15 damage and with attack speed of 0.75, these guys have some crazy DPS output. And we have +3 for the Protoss coming on to play, and Storm coming on as well. Alright, can these Vipers get the abducts they need? Come on. Where's the abducts? 1 abduct. 2 abduct. Come on, oh, he didn't actually, oh, there we go, he did. Oh, the Templar, they get, oh, bad movement path from the Templar. They all get picked off. But, oh, come on, he needs to kill this Phoenix before his Vipers die. Oh, the Colossus just... The Colossus are very, very good against Hydras. When you get these kind of compositions, you get Hydra Roach versus Colossus, it all revolves around being able to pick off the Colossus and not take a head-on fight like that. However, oh, there we go, regening that energy. Off the hatch, that's a bit risky, because if the Zealot run by comes by, this hatch will be very easy to pick off, but... there we go. Double Spire coming down. We're finally seeing a transition. Alright, so we still have Roach Hydra. We have 3-2. There we go. Got some drones heading out to take some more bases now. And... I think this Protoss player is in a much stronger position at the moment, though. He has been... Oh, actually, that's a good thing. Our Zerg player has actually done fairly well. He's been very, very cost efficient, but he just doesn't have an army that can take this army in a head-up fight. There's just... Hydras are squishy, and even Roaches are kind of squishy against Colossus. We have +3 Colossus, and we have Storm and Templars out on the field now, so... It's going to be very hard for this composition to really do the damage it needs to. There we go, +3 armor on the way, come on. Oh, he's going to get a kill. Oh, not quite, and he does get a nice concave there, but just not the surrounding needs. And here come the Templars, are they going to be so... Oh, gets all the Colossus, that is huge! Storm comes down, Storm is really good against Hydras, he needs to pull back now, there's too much. Oh. Did I underestimate the Hydras? No, I did not. That was a... Wow. Hydras, they, when I said they had crazy DPS, I knew that was true, but wow. I did not expect that to come through. And picking up another Templar, but the reinforcements will be able to hold this. But yeah, as you know, yeah, sorry about that, guys. I just woke up, it's early morning for me. The key thing though that happened there was no force fields. If there were force fields in that would have changed the whole game of the whole entire battle. Force fields allow the Protoss army to split the Zerg army and get into nice clumps for Storms, for the Colossus, and keep it out of range. With no sentries, this is actually a no sentry composition. It means there's really no way to control the Zerg army. And with no Colossus out on the field, there's no big AoE. Like, yeah, we've got a whole lot of Templar, but there's just not enough. They don't have the Storm yet. Oh, and bye-bye Templar. That is... Alright, I actually... Yeah, we go. I thought as much. So we have our Zerg player actually takes the game. So that is very well played. Very well played indeed. Alloy Esports takes game number 3, taking them up to 2-1 in this series. There we go. My alt tab wasn't working. There we go. So let's update that score screen. Alrighty, so we now have Alloy Esports up to 2 versus the 1 for Vortex. Yeah. Now that was a really nice game to watch. It was really nice army control from our Zerg player, getting the concaves, setting them up all the time. Some really nice abducts. I really loved the first couple we saw when it was abducting across the chasm. We had the bridge on top and this little gap, and it's pulling them across. That was so nice to see. I enjoy seeing that kind of stuff. Just abusing the terrain, because there's no way for the Protoss army to... Once that Colossus was abducted, there was no way for the Protoss army to save it. It was gone. Alrighty, so enough talking. Let's get into our next match. We have a... Make sure I get the overlays correct. Yep, sweet. Now we have another platinum match, but one of the players has promoted, so that's the second one we've had in this series where one of the players is promoted midweek. Remember, if you get promoted midweek in the Chobo team league, if you get promoted midweek, you're allowed to play that game that you're designated to play for that week. But after that week, you have to go up a league. That's how the new rules work. Now we have we've had a lot of Zergs today. There's a very Zerg heavy lineup. So let me get to business. Spawning in the bottom corner on Polar Night, playing for Vortex Esports, we have Leverbook. Leverbook. Oh man, I love that. I just love simple names like that. Then playing for Alloy Esports, spawning in the top corner of Polar Night, we have Sugar Biscuit. Oh man, these names... I don't know, something about the Europeans and their names, they're bloody amazing. I love this. Leverbook, Sugar Biscuit. That was quite funny. Now we did see the extract trick, getting that extra drone out from building the drone, using up the lava, then cancelling the building. This is something quite common to see, but doesn't make too much of a difference at this point. Now this is a ZVZ, so we're going to be seeing something quite hectic, maybe not. This is going to be a hatch first versus a pull first. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Will our green Zerg scout it, or will he not? We shall just have to wait and see. Nothing really is happening. There we go. Pull there. Pull for our red Zerg. So far, everything is happening pretty standard. I'm not too sure how standard hatch first is on a 2-player map for ZVZ, being such a volatile matchup, but with that pull coming down straight away, I'm pretty sure he can defend any kind of early pressures. Now, we do have the Zerg. The red Zerg does scout that our Alloy Zerg has gone for a very fast pull, so he knows he needs to be ready for any early lings that could be coming his way. However, no lings being produced, so he went spawning pull first for a very defensive opening. He went pull first, so that way if his opponent threw any kind of cheese, 6 pull, 10 pull, anything crazy, he would be really in position to defend anything that gets thrown his way. Now we have queen, and 2 queens. Speed on the way for our green Zerg, and he's still mining gas. Alrighty, so this will be interesting to see. I want to see if our green Zerg decides to put down a bangling nest. Yeah, words. If Sugar Biscuit puts down a bangling nest, then we can see some kind of bangling aggression coming in, but so far nothing down yet. And no gas has been taken for our red Zerg as well. So we actually have our red Zerg playing completely gasless at this point. There we go. Spine crawler and 2 gases. Yep, at natural. And yeah, our green Zerg actually just gets supply blocked there because he did lose that scouting overlord, which I'm pretty sure did see the. Yep, he did see the gas being taken, so that's nice, and does know the spine crawler went down, so he's defense. Now that's where I was talking about, bangling this. I was wondering if this is going to come down, and here it comes. So with our green player still mining gas, it means he wants to spend that gas, and he actually hasn't got too much drones. He's 5 drones behind, so he really needs to make sure whatever he does with the Zergling bangling aggression, he really needs to get some kills. However, this is going to be it's going to be hard to break through. We've got a Roach one, an Evolution Chamber, and 4 queens. This one's doing the injects, but 4 queens sitting down at the front here, and he actually pulled the queen from his main. Interesting. So he knows that there's some kind of aggression coming in. Oh, can they see? He sees them there. He has no idea about the bangling nest back at home. And okay, maybe it was a okay. So it looks like he actually did a bit of a feint here. He faked some pressure, or he was going to go for it, but then he saw the wall, so it was going to be alright, too hard. It's not going to work, and decided to back out. Now he's been active with these Zergans, trying to find a gap to like slide in and try and get some drone kills, but just there is no opening there, and he's just not going to get much done. And you can do this safe because these are slow lings versus fast lings. No chance. Alright, so we do have a lair coming for our green Zerg a lot quicker because he has been mining this gas from him. He hasn't taken 3 drones off this gas since he built it. So he's been building up that gas quite steadily and quite slowly. But yeah, no lair for our red Zerg though. He's got 2 gases up and he's pumping out a lot of lings now. He's actually going to go Roach Link. He's just going to go for it. And all this, we've got spine crawlers going down, but they're just starting, and this might be a little bit too late. And we do have roaches coming out for our green Zerg, but he just does not have enough at this point. Oh, there's a very good position with the roach there, but the lings do run by, and yeah, there's just too much red Zerg here at the front door, and these spine claws, these two might finish, but it's going to be very, very close, and that queen just gets obliterated. Drones are actually turning the fight. That is not very good. These drones are just going to fall down very quickly. And, oh, one spine claw, but no, he taps out. Now that is what you see in ZVZs. They're very, very volatile. If you drone a little bit too much or a little too little, you can just lose game just by that. The decision making for ZVZ is ridiculous. You need to be on point. But yeah, so we actually have Vortex going up one match. So Vortex, sweet. So now we actually have the series tied up at 2-2. So very tight series so far. Very good. I'm very looking. This has been a very good series to cast so far. Alrighty, let's load up our next game. Huh. Okay, I'm slightly confused. These two players are both silvers. Oh, no, I get it. That first match I cast, the second match I casted, it was a gold and a silver. They obviously played the silver up, or maybe he's a gold on the EU server, and playing off server, yep. Okay, so that wouldn't make it. So now we have our actual legitimate second silver match. That looks... yeah. Okay, sweet as. I just figured out something that had been bugging me for a while. So, playing for Vortex Esports, playing as pro, spawning on the bottom right hand corner of Daedalus Point, we have Drew Cypher. And then spawning in the top left hand corner, playing for Alloy Esports, we have Zelios. Zealous? Zealous. The capital U threw me off there. Alrighty. So we have a PvZ on a 2-player map this time. Last time we saw this, it was on Frost, which is a big, massive macro map. Really nicely played for both sides. But on this map, it's a 2-player map, and Daedalus Point is it's got a very interesting dynamic for PvZ. Oops, sorry, got hiccups. I think I missed the overlay, so that's irritating. But I've got it sorted for you guys now. I probably need to change my hotkeys because they don't seem to be working. But I'll sort that another time. Alright, so this is something we see quite common from Protoss on Daedalus Point. Gateway expands. Very few Protoss players like to open Forge first on a map like this and trying to go for the greedy fast expand. It's just too hard to wall off this big ramp, and the ramp's also out of range of the Nexus. So even with a fast mothership core, the Nexus, the Photon Overcharge actually can't protect the wall off. So it's very hard for Protoss players to be very greedy and really wall off and take that Nexus as fast as possible. So you've seen them go back to this more common gateway style of play. Now we have 2 refineries up and 2 in each, so yeah. So far, pretty standard on this map. I actually think we might see... it would be pretty cool to see a Stargate. And what do you know? Proxy pylon. We're going to see a Stargate. We have Pool first and Queen on the way, which is nice. Hatch going down, so... yeah. Bingo. Now, we have the Overlord. It's going to come into the base and start scouting. He's out there to finish the wall off. He's actually chrono boosting out the... oh, because he can't chrono boost out the Oracle because it's not. But, yeah. So basically we've got the Warp Gate coming out. 3 in each now, actually. And the Overlord's going to see this. He's going to see, alright, 1... is he going to see the second pylon? Cool, so he sees 2 pylons, and he's looking for that 3rd pylon. The giveaway sign for something is looking for that 3rd pylon at this stage of the game. But if he can't find it, he's going to start thinking, whereas what's going on? Is there a proxy? So it's going to be very interesting if he kind of figures out that this Stargate's out here, and if he can defend against it. Come on, where's the Oracle? We have the Motion Core out, so we went Motion Core first before the Oracle. So the Motion Core did delay the Oracle a little bit, but hopefully by not too much. There's 2 queens out on the field and no more in production. So this Oracle can really get some significant damage down if it's microed well. Back at home we have Nexus going down, Motion Core is out, and Warpgate nearly finished along with another gateway coming out. Alright. 1 Oracle out. Is he going to... He's going to build another one? No. There we go. Oracle incoming, and how many kills is it going to get? Didn't go for those ones. Oh, it does see the Roach Horn though. This is quite a big pickup. 1, 2, 4... That's unlucky. If the Oracle focused the Queen down at the very start, it would have actually killed it, but since he got kind of split decision, he tried to kill some drones, then tried to kill the Queen. He didn't get to kill much of either. So he lost three workers there. Oh, how did I miss that? I got distracted by the Oracle so much, I actually missed this Nexus getting killed. Damn, that's sloppy. Oh. But that's actually a huge pickup for the Zerg player in this matchup, being able to kill this Nexus, and that really sets the Protoss player back by quite a bit. Sorry about that, guys. I only just woke up. I'm casting this when I wake up, so a bit yawny. Alright, so let's do a... Oh, he's actually going to go for another Oracle. No, can't split. Interesting. Alright, so we have a lair, and is there going to be a spire or anything like that coming down anytime soon? So far nothing, but he doesn't quite have the... No, he does have the gas for it, so what am I talking about? We have 2 gases, 2, 3, 4 gases up for the Zerg player. So he's got the gas income he wants, and there's no lair tech being really done. No... There we go. Ah, here we go. So we have Infestation Pit and Hydralisk Den, along with 2 Evo Chambers. So we're going to see a bit of a macro-orientated play coming from our Zerg player. Yep, he's got roaches, he's got drones. He's building a little bit of everything at this point, just rounding everything out. And back at home for the Protoss play, we have a ton of sentries and Immortal. The Immortal's a really good choice at this point because there's quite a few roaches out, and there we go. Ooh, oh god, Jesus, keep yawning. Now we do have +1 for the Protoss, but we have +1/+1 for the Zerg, so the Zerg's going to be in a much stronger position for upgrades at this point. And 16, we need to have a fully saturated second base. Hasn't taken his 4th gas yet, and still no more gas for the Zerg as well. So we have a... Yep, there we go. We're going to see very similar to our last PvZ, a very heavy Roach Hydra oriented style of play. Now we do have Sentry, Immortal, and a couple of Stalkers against this composition. So sentries against this composition are amazing. Oh, is he going to be in position to kill these? Ooh, and come on. Protoss player not reacting. What's he doing? A little bit of a slow reaction there for our Protoss player. If he was onto it, he could force field those roaches off and kill a whole chunk of them, but just wasn't paying attention at that time. Back home, more gateways, more Immortals, and we have +1 armor. So Protoss are sitting back and building up all those little bits and pieces. Now we have a lot of roaches out here and more roaches coming out of the field. He's actually got the Hydra upgrades, but where are his Hydras? He's not building any. It's quite strange getting Hydra upgrades and not building the Hydras. Now it's also quite interesting that he's only built one queen for each hatchery. He didn't build those extra creep spreading queens at any point in the game, so he's got no map vision. Our Protoss player has very little map vision at this point. And oh, here we go. We have the Sentry Immortal Pusher, and come on, are these Sentries Force Fields? Oh, here we go. Force Fields, come on, Force Fields. Not quite there. Oh, perfect time will come with Force Fields, and oh. If our Protoss player had good Force Fields then, he could have obliterated this whole entire army, but it gets to fall back and recruit, but that means he still has all his Force Fields. He still has all the energy he needs, so he's obviously saving up for this big engage here. Now, Zealots are going to tank all the damage while the Immortals do all the damage. And we have a few Hydras coming out at last, but there are no Force Fields. Where are the Force Fields? There we go, Guardian Shield, that's nice, but it gets picked up straight away. And oh no, that was so close! He intercepted the Mothership Core during the recall. Very, very good focus fire by our Zerg player there, seeing the recall and go, alright, I'm going to kill that, and just denying it. Now that was a very strong push from our Protoss player, but the lack of using the Force Fields made all the difference. It just allowed our Zerg player to just destroy his army. Now if only 4 Stalkers and 2 Zealots, and the Mothership Core is only coming out, so it won't have enough energy for the Nexus cannon, our Zerg player is just going to be able to move to victory here. Getting right on top of that Protoss army and just dismantling it. And that's the GG, well played, being cool. So, very quick game there. Well, it wasn't too quick, but nice, short and sweet. So we have... There we go. We have Alloy Esports taking another game, so they're going up to 3 games to 2. That is... We have a very close series so far, 3-2. Yes, it's going to be very interesting to see how the rest of the series plays out from here, because it's very close and both teams have been doing very well. So let's quit the chatter and get to the next game. There we go. Alrighty, so. And yes, I am remembering the overlay this time. Alrighty, switching things up. We have spawning in the bottom left hand corner, playing on Yonsu, playing for Alloy Esports, we have Fruit Potato. I am Alloy Esports Vortex, you guys. I am loving your names. That's all I'm gonna say. Fruit Potato. Ah. And then spawning in the top right hand corner of Yonsu, playing for Vortex Esports, we have Chansey. Now we have, as you can all see, a TVT. Another mirror matchup, but one we haven't had in the series so far, so should be quite interesting to see how this plays out. And as we all know, if Terran loses, it's because Terran's OP. Oh, here we go. Where are you two going? I think I smell something cheesy. We got the gas first, supply depot down there, and 2 SCVs going out. And we have 1 barracks, no gas. He's on 9. There we go, 1. This is very cheesy. Cutting SCVs that early to go for the double racks. 3 on gas. And the second racks will be going down shortly. Boom. Alright, so we're gonna have some proxy double reaper play from our Vortex player today. So he's going full balls to the wall here. He's going all in. This is This is crazy. I would say he needs to pull one of these SUVs and get it on minerals, because he doesn't really have a solid income. But then again, Reapers are 50-50, so if he's mining more minerals than gas, he should be fine. Now, Fruit Potato, he's got in here, he's seen, wait, there's nothing in base, there's very few SUVs, he's already wondering what the hell is going on, and he should be able to figure out, alright, it's going to be some cheese. There's no exploit, there's no greedy play, it's just straight on cheese. And in response, there we go, the bunker. So he knows it's cheese coming and he puts the bunker down. Reaper's going out. Oh, and it sees the two barracks, and the Vortex Reaper actually gets the first shot off, so it would win the combat. Now, so we have... Oh, is it going to finish? Oh, yep, the bunker will finish, so... means it does mean now Vortex player has to go all the way around and attack from out of range of the bunker here. So yeah, here we go. He's gonna come around and try and kill the SVs at the back here. Oh, nice, trying to get the Reaper out to try and kill these ones. Oh, and the surround. Ooh, that was close. It's close, but he seems to be fine. Chancey seems to be good. He's got good Reaper control, keeping them alive, and just going to keep producing Reapers non-stop. And there we go. Gonna get another worker. Another Reaper out. Yeah, this is just, as you can see, it's more Reapers versus less Reapers, and there's no production for our Terran player here. There's very little our blue player can do. Like, if he can really... Oh, he actually picks off one. That was very nice. Managed to get one Reaper there. That was quite lucky. But with only 2 Reapers versus the constant double production of 3 Reapers, and we do have a Hellion out, but Reapers are actually very good at dealing with Hellions unless they are lined up and really get hit by that splash. Oh, 1 Reaper gets picked off. And, oh, second actually... Oh, no. Very close. But our blue player does lose a Reaper there. Oh, if that Reaper walked in range, it would have died. So our blue player is actually starting to stabilize a little bit. He has taken a few losses. Oh, backing up. Oh. Yep, there we go. Focusing down that Hellion. That is a huge play. And, oh, he's going to get the Marine. Oh, and just going to get the extra Reaper. So we have 8 SUVs to round about the same. So it's actually 9 SUVs for 9 SUVs. It's very tied up at the moment. In terms of economy, the Fruit Potato is ahead because he's got the auto, he's got the mules. But at this point, Chancey's really gets some good pressure done. And actually killing a supply depot. That's actually quite a nice pickup. And, ooh. What he needs to do is he needs to take these Reapers and go around here, down here, and then hit from the side here. And bingo, that's exactly what he's going to do. Down here. And come into this edge here. And 1 more, 2. He's actually getting quite a few kills there. He needs to pull back now before the SUVs get surrounded. And with this many Reapers against only 2 Marines and this many SUVs fallen, I think this is Vortex's game. Oh, he loses a Reaper. Nice little transfer there. Yeah, this is... Oh, repositioning the Widowmine. That's very good. Trying to pick it off. Oh, nice. He's actually going to scan and kill it. Sorry about that. Wow. After all that, we have 9 SUVs for Chancey and 7 for Fruit Potato. Ooh. These Reapers there. Marines outside the bunkers, they just really get shredded by Reapers, especially this many. Alright, so basically, Alloy player Fruit Potato, he's in a really tough position. He has to try and stay alive against these Reapers while trying to get his economy up. And, oh, this bunker's empty, so that's actually going to get taken down. Transfer across. Oh, nice, they all get in, and 1 Reaper does fall. Oh. Nice transfer here. Keep transferring them across and actually gets 1, 2. Oh, that was... There are 2 more Marines that popped up, but... Oh, here we go. Marauder and Marine. Switching it up from our Vortex player, and... want to talk about it? This game is not over, but our Vortex Terran is in a supreme position at the moment. He's just got so much harassment done, and it's going to be very, very difficult for Fruit Potato to be able to macro out of this. Ah, there we go. Oh, that Widowmine. This Widowmine could change the game. But no, he knows about it. He knows to dodge it. And that Hellion is... Oh no, it gets out. And the repair goes down. And here we go. This is basically all or nothing. If he can't kill this army now, he's going to be game over. Yeah, so we have 14 workers to 4. It is... The writing's on the wall. It is pretty much game over at this point because our blue player has just fallen way too far behind, and ooh, nice detonation there from the Widowmine. But yeah, with 1 Marine versus 2 Moors and a Reaper, it's just not going to be able to bring it back for our Alloy player today. Oh. Oh, I'll ask if Fruit Potato props. Crazy resilience. He is just not going to give up here. Fall back to reinforcements, and then... Yeah. With those SU gone, he is out, and that was actually a very interesting game. It was a lot of micro going on. So that was our Alloy player falling down. So Vortex Esports going up, tying the series 3-3. Wow, that is we have a very close series. That's very nice. Alrighty, so let's load up that next game, eh? Taking a little while to... Alt tab. Come on, computer. There we go. Suppy GG timing, yeah. Fruit Potato was extremely resilient in that match. He did not want to give up. However, let's get into our next match. We have another gold match, and this time it's on Ultra Regime Stronghold. So let's get to it. Playing for Vortex, as our Terran player spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have Sopsa. Sopsa? I'm just gonna call him Sop. So Sop. And spawning in the top right hand corner, playing for Alloy Esports, we have Maui Spartan. Maui Spartan, yeah. Maui Spartan. I'm just gonna call him Spartan because I don't like Maui. It sounds like Maori, which sounds like the Maori language, which I really don't like. Now, once again, we have another TVT. This time it is on a massive 4-player map. So, alrighty, we have Depot go down there, Depot going down there. Nothing too interesting so far. Alright, so we do have the early scout coming out from Vortex Esports and Gas First. So we're going to be seeing it's going to be either Factory with Hellions or Fast Banshee play coming for our Vortex player, and for our purple player we have just a standard Rax Refinery timing. With the CT6 match being casted, you'll need to check the homepage of the Chobo Team League and just contact the casters, ask them for a time. Alright, so, oh, is this actually going to get killed? Nearly. This work out. Oh, come on. Oh, is this going to be the hero SCV? No, he falls back. But in the meantime, we have Rax with the gas already done. So 100 gas will finish up just when this barracks finishes. So it means once this barracks finishes, he can go straight on to building a factory or anything else he wants. He could build tech lab, reactor. That'd be uncommon due to the gas first timing. But there we go, factory first, and got a marine. Now our alloy player does scout this all, and he'll know that this is a gas first factory. Alrighty. Ooh. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit sleepy, so I keep yawning. Alright, so basically, our alloy player here today, he's scouted everything that's going on here. He knows that you got the gas here, the faster factory. And he's actually going to be able to scout the second gas. So he knows exactly what's going on, and as being a Terran player himself, he knows exactly what kind of builds can come from this. And there we go, we're going to have the starport going down any second now. There we go. Now I'm pretty sure, yep, he did see it go down. So our purple player knows that we have a Banshee play coming from our red player today. And following up behind it we have... He'll need to start saving his scans from now on. And a tech lab on the factory, tech lab on the barracks, and another barracks going down. Energy bay going down now as well. Ah, yeah. Alright, so looks like our alloy player will be looking to hold off this Banshee play with the use of marines and scans and turrets. Is this going to be a tank or a wood of mine? Or is it going to be a liftoff? Now we do have the Banshee on the way, so 50 seconds and travel time and it hits this base. However, we already have turrets going down, so the chance of this Banshee getting a lot of damage done is highly unlikely. However, with good micro, it can get a lot of kills. Now our red player, he needs to be working on having a transition ready. He needs to be ready to transition out and follow up with something. What is he going to do? He's got a tech lab going down on the factory. He's producing marines non-stop, and got double gas going still. There's going to be yep, 2 Banshees coming out. So he's going to be looking to really apply some heavy Banshee pressure, as he's going to be non-stop building the Banshees. However, we have a Widow Mine out. Is that going to go down here? No, he's going to put it very smart. Our alloy player's been very, very smart with his placements. By putting a turret here and a Widow Mine over here, if the Banshee hits from either side, it runs the risk of just getting obliterated. Alright, so it's going to slip in, and that first turret, oh, it won't be able to slip across there, so it has to pull back. And what's he doing? He's going to sit back. Is he going to go around? There we go, it's sunk in. Ooh. So, at home, our red player is actually going into an expansion, and he's just going to go Marine Tank for now. Yep, Marine Tank with the... Oh, he's got his own Raven out. He's building a Raven himself. Here we go. So there we go. 1 kill. Can we get more? Are we going to see more kills? Come on. He needs to put the cloak before it gets in range of the Widow Mine. If it comes across this line without the cloak, bye-bye. Oh. Oh. Very close. That was very close indeed. But... Oh. Very close. And is it going to come back in range while the... Oh, very lucky for this Banshee. It's going to get a few kills now. So that's always nice. 1, 2. Should focus fire this one. It's in low health. This is the one that was hurt. Yeah, there we go. All that damage from that SV harass actually paid off. And wow, this Banshee is really raking in the kills at this point. All the SVs have been pulled. 10 kills on a Banshee, and there's another Banshee coming out room. Oh no, that was cancelled. That's right. He is just content to sit back and kill till his cloak runs out. And that's going to be quite some time. Meanwhile, we have our purple player going for a counter drop. However, back at home, our red player, he's been macroing up pretty well. He has a lot of units. Boom. Oh, that Banshee finally did go down, but not after raking up a huge kill count. Oh, and here we go. Drop is going to get a few worker kills. Does kill one there. Ultimate does get lifted, and yes, oh no, it's going to get another one. There we go. Free SV kill. And here comes the reinforcement. So once these Marines get to the field, he has to... Oh, awesome. I love this. It's going to hit. It's going to hit. Oh, just backed out in time. I would have loved to see that Higa missile hit the medevac just as it picked up all the Marines, and then all of them blow up. I like to see stuff burn. But no, it was a good pickup by our purple player, keeping all his units alive. Now, our red Terran, our player Sops, he's got a big macro advantage, well, big supply lead in there. He's got double the workers of our purple Terran and a larger army. So, at this point in time, our purple Terran is in a lot of trouble. And however, Sops is looking to go mech. He's got 3 factories and only one. Oh, and we've got a little drop going on here. Another Seeker missile. That's a quick way to tell someone to get lost. Oh, and right over the Marines. No, that was just. Oh, that was unlucky. Now this is interesting. We have a bio versus mech style game coming down. And that's actually good for our purple Terran, even though he is behind in the supply and his macro has got half the amount of SCVs. He can still make it back if he plays this outright. He has been greening. He's taken another base. He's got his first expand down at his third, and he's got no production at this point really. But a lot of mech players, what they do is they play very, very turtle-like, very defensive, and they don't attack. So that gives Spartan a lot of breathing room. There's a lot of space for him to really get back in the game. Yeah. Alright. We have more tanks. We have repositioning the Widow Mine. And third CC for our mech player here today. And double upgrades. Very nice to see. A little bit of supply. Oh no. There we go. Big scan. Now, stop seeing this. He should be alright. There's a lot of tanks and there's a lot of factories. That is as a clear indicator of mech. And by this he should be going, alright. How am I going to play this game out? He needs to have a game plan. You can't just build bio blindly and just try and charge and A-move it when it's out of position. Mech is incredibly robust, so our player Spartan here, he needs to have a game plan. And so what he's going to do, he's got Marauders coming out, more Marines, he's got a couple of tanks out. He needs to keep building some, yep, there we go, building the more tanks. And he's actually up a base at this point, so if he can macro unhindered, he'll be in a good position, but it seems that our player Sops, he's just not going to let that happen. He's just going to go for it. And yeah, our purple Terran doesn't even know this is coming, and he needs to have one unit on this side of the brush so he has vision. Because he has no air units, he can't see above it. He needs a way to see past here so he can actually kill these units as they encroach on his territory. Oh. Very close. And here we go. First couple of tanks going to fire off, but tanks siege it, and the bio tries to stim and try and get the tanks, but the tanks are in position and they just blast that bio to pieces. That bio, and that's a GG. That was a all-in ditch effort. Well, with no tanks up to really, well, with those tanks being established at his third, our player from Alloy just knew there's no way he's going to be able to break this, and with how far he was behind, just a tough match and all. So that actually brings our Alloy player winning the game. So we have it at 4 for Vortex winning the game. So 4 for Vortex to the 3 of Alloy Esports. This is actually the first time Vortex has taken the lead in the scoreboard. They've tied it up, but they haven't been able to quite edge out a lead. And now they're one game away from winning the series. Alright, so let's load up the next game. Alright, let me load up the correct screen. Alrighty, let's get into it. We have, spawning in the top right corner of Frost, playing for Vortex Esports, we have Applejack. And then, spawning in the bottom left hand corner, playing for Alloy Esports, we have Noodle Dragon. Oh my, oh my. I am loving the names. Applejack, Noodle Dragon. I don't know why, I just find them too funny. Alrighty, well, we have a gold level PvP on Frost today. So this will be very, very interesting to see how it plays out. Last time we had a Protoss on this map in this series, it was a PvZ, and the Protoss lost. So at least we know the Protoss player is going to win this time. Now, nothing really happening, and sad to say, I'm not an expert on PvP, so there's not much I can really figure out just from the placement of a pylon at the very start of the game. So far it's just nothing really happening, other than Gateway first and Gateway first. Applejack is being very, very cautious. He's actually scouting his base. He does not want to lose to some silly shenanigans where someone puts a proxy 2 gate in his base kind of thing. He's looking around and yeah, checking his natural as well. His scouting is good. Meanwhile, double gas. Meanwhile, double gas. So far, we've actually got mirror builds coming down from both players. And Noodle Dragon is actually going to start scouting and trying to find his opponent. And wow, Applejack is really committing to scouting for proxy. He's scouting everywhere. Really good to see. Meantime, Noodle Dragon scouts the first position and see no one there, obviously. So it's either going to be both players spawning the bottom or cross spawns. Now, I'm not too sure if Protoss prefers having cross spawns or like cross the map spawns. What was that called when it's on the side? Ow. Well, it's still scouting. And Applejack, Noodle Dragon is gonna scout where Applejack is and gonna be able to see what he's doing. In the meantime, still mirror builds pretty much. Oh, what went down? Pylon. And here we go. Applejack's starting to scout, so he's going to be trying to look out. Alright, where's my opponent? And so on and so forth. We have no tech coming down for either player. We have an extra gateway for Applejack. But apart from that, we have nothing. Noodle Dragon does lose his probe that was scouting, but he did get to see everything that had gone down. Alright, so no real... Oh, there we go, that's what I was looking for. Stargate. We had the first indicator of tech from either side. Noodle Dragon has decided to go for a Stargate play and is now adding his second gateway. Oh, no. Adding 2 more gateways on. Whereas Applejack, he's just still on the 2 gateways and has not actually gone for any tech yet. He's got a few stalkers on the field. We've got 3 stalkers to 1 at the moment, so Applejack's got a larger army, but at this point he's not going for any tech at this point. Oh wait, did I see something? There we go. So he's going for a Stargate as well. Although it's going to be a little bit delayed, it shouldn't make too much of a difference. Actually no. Because this Oracle's coming out, this Oracle is very, very quick, so it's going to get across the map super fast. Now, when it gets across the map, it will see the Stargate, and either, by the time it gets there, Applejack will either have to cancel and build a Phoenix, or commit to what he was building in the first place, which, therefore, Noodle Dragon will actually be able to prepare for and defend and take no losses from. So very interesting, alright. Oracle is out, and it's going across the map, and I think he missed it. It wasn't quite quick enough. However, Applejack is going to go pressure the front. Ooh, pulling that probe. And we have 2 stalkers here and a stalker and a sentry. What's back at home? 1 stalker and a mothership core. Very good to see. Actually, a lot more stalkers. Alright, question is, how many kills is this Oracle going to get? Oh, photo O charge goes down right away. And this Oracle gets shut down. Wow. Okay, so not so good for our player Noodle Dragon so far. He has not really been cost efficient. And after that, he's going for a Void Ray. Meantime, we have Phoenix coming out from our Applejack player. Applejack. Alrighty, so what are the units saying? We have 5 Stalkers for Applejack, 6 for Noodle Dragon. Sentry, Phoenix, and a Mothership Core each. So, at this point, it seems pretty even. I mean, yeah, Noodle Dragon did lose that Oracle without doing really much damage, but... And both players are actually getting... Actually, there we go. Applejack has actually managed to get his expansion out a lot earlier. Well, I wouldn't say a lot early, but... Oh, actually it is. About a minute earlier, so that's actually quite good. It means he gets that extra income, and he can really start pushing into the tech. He can start getting upgrades if he wanted. He can go for another tech tree. He can really start switching things up and really macro up hard. And he's got his Phoenix out on the field, going around, and it looks like he's going to go and try and get some kills, which he really well could do. What Noodle Dragon needs to do is to defend against these Phoenixes, he needs to split up his Stalkers and have them sitting in the mineral line, ready to defend against these Phoenix. And oh, he's actually going to get a Void Ray. Oh, he's going for the Void Ray. He actually kills 1 Void Ray, and he killed 1 Void Ray without losing a Phoenix. But the Phoenix are very, very low on health now. They are going to, yeah, they're gonna, if they get into a fight and fight even like another Void Ray or some Stalkers, they're gonna get shot down so quick. Alright, back at home, another Stargate. Ooh, that's nice. So we've got double Stargate versus Twilight Stargate. Both players have started their 1-1. Well, have both started their upgrades, but Applejack is going for air weapons, whereas Noodle Dragon is going for the +1 attack. Cool. This is quite cool. See, it looks like we've got a Sky Toss player going Sky Toss on a PvP. That's quite... I haven't seen this much, so I'm very interested to see how this plans out. Oh, and he's even getting the shield upgrade. Awesome. Hallucinated Phoenix just to scout around, see what's going on. And we have a photon in each mineral line, so that's going to be great for helping defend. Alrighty, so I do enjoy the fact that Applejack he's getting all the upgrades. He's getting +1 air, he's getting the shield upgrade, which is, it's quite good in PvP, I must say. He's got photon cannons of his own going on his mineral line as well. Meanwhile, we have Blink seems to be the choice. Yep, Blink, a couple of gateways. That's a lot of Stalkers out. And Applejack has got a lot of Phoenix, so it's going to be interesting to see how this really pans out. Back at home, he does have a couple of Stalkers and a couple of Zealots and so on. And his shield upgrade should hopefully... Oh shit. Alright, yeah. Just to those in chat, I'll need to set a moderator, it seems, if we're going to get people spamming that stuff around. Oh no, there's... The move command is... That is... I cannot express how painful that was to watch. That was... Applejack just lost every single unit he had on the ground, and now he's up against a whole lot of Stalkers and a Void Ray with it. Oh, this is... The photon overcharge does go down, and we do have Phoenixes coming back home now. There we go, picking up the Stalker. Question is, can they... Oh, there we go, focusing on the Void Ray. Nice movement there, nice micro. Picking up another Stalker. Can he do it? This is really nice. He's staying in range of the Nexus cannon, so the whole time that Noodle tries to commit here, he's just taking 3 damage. Ooh. Picks up another Stalker, but just wasn't able to finish it off, and he's losing his Phoenix. He just doesn't have enough at the moment to really be able to fight these Stalkers. And Noodle's got his own proxy pilots. He's just going to keep walking Stalkers after Stalkers. That's nice. He actually just chained a second Nexus cannon into the... there. Alright, well... boom. Mothership core goes down, but the Nexus cannon has done its job, but... there's still too many Stalkers here. There is... a Void Ray is coming out. We actually have 2 Void Rays coming out, which... oh, it actually gets unpowered. That's unlucky. Yeah, this is... Pro's being pulled. I think Applejack is going to fall. There's just too many Stalkers, and he's just lost so much at this point. And the Void Ray is sitting back, and it's not even engaging at the moment. Yeah. Wow, that was a really cool match to see, but it seems that Noodle Dragon was just able to edge it out. Now, alright, well, I got rid of the spammer. Hold up. I need to learn the chat commands. Oh, so that means we have Alloy Esports going up to a 4-4. So, oh, this is great to see. We're actually going to have, it's tied up at 4-all. 4-all. That's how much we're at, and it's going to be coming down to the ace match. So, huge amount of pressure on these players here. Whoever wins the ace match wins the series. Alright, so let's load up the ace match. We have a potential of 3 more games, but it could just be 1. I mean 2, sorry. But yes. Alright, so loading up the ace match. Let's get into it. Alrighty. So, spawning in the top left-hand corner of Daedalus Point, playing for Alloy Esports, we have Gaga. And then spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Daedalus Point, playing for Vortex Esports, we have none other than the captain of Vortex as well, Antipen. Now, this is awesome. For ace match, we have a TVZ, so we could get some very, very interesting matches, hopefully. Because remember, this is the ace match, so therefore these are diamond level players as well. So we should be able to see some very sick games from both of these players today. Alrighty, so nothing happening at the moment. Question is, what is his gas timing going to be? Is he going to build 11 gas, or is he going to go for standard 12 or 13 gas? Let us watch and find out. What have we got our Zerg player doing? He's just droning up, nothing happening too much. Now, we haven't actually had a TVZ on this map, so I'll just give a brief description. Daedalus Point is a map that both Bio and Mech are very, very good on. For Bio, you have, look at this, you have a huge amount of space here in the back of your main where you can get a drop in undetected if they don't put supply depots or spread the creep out. So there's a lot of, oh, CC first, risky. I like this Antipen. He's going for a macro game, and he's just going to macro up as hard as he can and just take a risk. And remember, in an ace match, you can afford to do this kind of stuff. You can afford to take a risk, because if you lose the first one, you're like, alright, that didn't work, I can bounce back and I can win the next 2. I can just have to win the next 2. Meanwhile, back at home, nothing out of the normal. Hatchery, pull. But yes, as I was saying, Bio has a lot of advantages on this map because you've got a lot of space here for drops. You can come in, there's a lot of space to really come in from the side here as well. Oh, we got a pause. There we go. And basically there's when you're dropping with bio, there's a lot of places to drop and there's a lot of airspace to really abuse. So you got here, you got here. It's very hard for ground-based aims to chase down drops, which makes drop play very, very strong on this map. However, with mech, if you are of the meching persuasion, it's also very good for that style of play, because even though you have to worry about drops a lot, it's very easy to split the map from this ramp all the way up to this base. It's very easy to split the map and get a lot of bases. It is a bit of a stretch, but it is very easily doable, especially with a little bit of assistance from the good old planetary fortress. Now we do have a couple of lanes coming out, but the barracks and the depot wall is finished, so there's no chance with the marine sitting behind it that Zergen's going to get anything really done. Now, let's see, we have the Overlord and we have a gas, so we should have a factory coming out very shortly, but until then, this CC won't really be able to land because we've got two marines, 6 Zerglings, or 8 Zerglings now. And basically, these marines, they can't move down the ramp. There's just too much Zerg for 2 marines to handle. So, yep, Henchman says, alright, Gaga's going to deny me my expand, so I'm going to sit back, bring this back, and just use it to make SCVs, to get my economy off, so I can do a huge transfer when I finally do move down. He's actually going really greedy. He's going for a 3rd command center, fast free CC build, and followed up with 2 more racks. So, based on that, we are going to see a bio play. At the moment, Huntington's goal is to eventually push out, kill these Zerglings, and establish himself at the natural, and then quickly after that, establish his 3rd, and then just have a huge swell of production. He'll be looking to get his double upgrades, put down more barracks. There we go, double upgrades getting ready. He's got double E-base going down now, so he can, when he does finally push out, he can quickly go into those double upgrades and just really macro on with a very solid production. Now the factory is going down, so once the factory goes down, we'll have starports, and once the starport's done, then Ten can really kick into high gear with the drops. Now Zerg he's a little bit aware. There we go, he's getting this one to position now. He's positioning his overlords so he can detect those drops coming from those exact same paths I described before. And there we go, he's got a scouting overlord ready. And yeah, it sees everything. It sees the 3rd CC, the extra axis, and the factory only just finishing, so he's going to get out of there. But I think the overlord might have just overextended a little bit, and the marines will shoot this guy down. Oh, he actually pulls it back. Interesting. I swear those marines could have killed that overlord. Oh, now we've got this whole bunch of the boys out, and the marines, they're going to push out and kill the Zerg very easily. And now that the Zerg is gone, Handpin can actually expand out and take the bases. It doesn't seem he's going to go for trying to establish this 3rd straight away. It looks like he just want to get a high SCV count to start off with. Alright, so we have double upgrades going for our Zerg player, +1/+1. Hey, he's actually building the reactor on the starport, he's not swapping it out. Alrighty, and back at home we have Zerg being Zerg, creep spread. Oh, he's got his double upgrades going as well. Roach Warren, Lair, 1, 2, 3, 4 gases. He's put an extra drone in that gas. And no gas taken here. Oh, so at this point, he's building a couple of roaches, which is, I'm not too sure why. Because the Hellions that are coming, it's not even Hellions that are coming, because this is a Biomine star. Roaches are just not going to be very good, and he's actually getting roach speed as well. Did he misread this or something? No. This is really nice creep spread though, I must say. I'm liking the creep spread from Gaga here. But roaches, this is confusing me. There's no hydrogen either, so, and there's 2 marauders out at the moment. What is Gaga up to? Is he gonna do some, because he's got the +1 range upgrade coming in as well, is he gonna do like a big roach timing? +1/+1. No, he saw that it was barracks, so he's not confused. He knows it's definitely not mech, so why is he building this many roaches? We just have to watch and find out. Okay, so we've got +2 attack on the way. Hasn't quite started the +2 armor yet. He could, you know, he can now if he wants to. Alright, so we've got a huge amount of roaches coming in, and there's only marines, morals, and a couple of widow mines. Which see, good detonation from the widow mines, and it's a lot of roaches, so they're really killing these marines very quickly. There's just not enough morals in this composition to really deal with this many roaches. And the widow mines, they're all detonated, there's nothing left. And the roaches, they're pushing up. There's a lot of SCVs falling down here, and the roaches at the ramp, they're pushing up and killing the reinforcements. This is actually, Handyman's been caught out. These roaches are going to get more and more SCV kills. He needs to send these roaches straight into this mineral line. He's losing a lot of valuable time. There he picks up another unit, and there we go, Marines. Marines are falling really quickly. Roaches, they melt Marines. Just look at that. Shh. All that melting. Reinforcements and more Royals are hitting the field, and with the surround from the SCVs, the roaches will get cleaned up. But the amount of damage done has been done. Oh, maybe not. These roaches just won't die. Wow. Alright. That final little bit of extra bar reinforcements did clean it up. But at this point, Gaga's in a very good position. Actually, work supply, he'd actually just, oh, he's got a phenomenal work supply lead right now. And his income shows. He's doubling the gas count. He's got a huge amount more of minerals income. It is just, he's in just such a good position. I see. What I'm thinking now is he scouted that fast free CC build, and his response to that is to do a big roach push, which did seem to work quite well. He got a lot of damage done there. And from there, he's going to transition into Roach Hydra. Now, normally I would say in a TVP Biomine versus like Roach Hydra would lose hands down kind of thing. But what he's done, what Gaga's done is he's done that push of his to get a slight advantage, and that slight advantage will be all he needs to really make this Roach Hydra style work. Because remember, Hydras are very, very powerful. Their DPS is insane. And there we go. He's getting ready for the counterattacks, putting some spore crawlers up there. Should be some coming down here soon, I'd say. Yeah. And however, there is no hive, but an infestation pit is on the way, so he's going to be looking to get to hive and starting his own free very shortly. He's got +2 armor about to finish, but our Terran player is on +2, and he's got his +3 actually on the way. So there's going to be a time where Terran will have an upgrade advantage, and if he hits in that timing, he can do a lot of damage. Actually, he's just going to go for it now. Well, our Zerg player's ready because of this crazy good creep spread. This Terran player has to be very, very careful when he pushes down to this creep, because at any moment the Zerg can come around and surround and just wipe him out. There we go. It's pre-split already. Setting up his troops, and we have a whole lot of roaches in the way. Here we go. Here's the engagement. Hydra's actually going to get hit by the widow mines. Oh, that's a lot of damage done, and the roaches are in front buffering, and the Hydras are at the back doing a lot of damage. And wow. The Roach Hydra composition cleaned it up quite convincingly. That was very nicely done by a Zerg player. Oh, medevacs are going to fall. 1, 2, and 3. Yep. This is very nice to watch from our Alloy Esports Gaga player. The execution behind this style of Roach Hydra against a bio player it's nice. It's really well thought out and done. He's not taking any chances at all. He's got a lot of spines. He's got a lot of stack D up. He's playing his game, and he took an advantage, and his motto is, alright, I'm ahead. Now I'm going to make it so that Terran can never ever get back into the game. And that's what he's done. With no way for the Terran to drop and really harass the Zerg player is just going to macro up, and with this beefy army, he can actually just take a hit on engagement, because Widowmines do amazing splash damage, but they're no substitute for the tank in a prolonged game against some beam composition. But here we go, and brilliant concave from the Zerg player. The fire army just got cleaned up. The Hydras are melting the army of our Terran player, and GG is called. That actually goes to Alloy Esports Gaga. He takes the first match in the best of 3 ace match. Remember, the first player to win the 2 out of the 3 matches is the one who wins the series here. And this is the decider match. So the pressure is now on for Handman. He has to make it. He has to pull it back. Here we go. All right. Alrighty, so getting into game number 2, we have spawning in the top right hand corner of Heavy Rain, we have Hantypen playing for Vortex. Then spawning in the bottom side of Heavy Rain playing for Alloy Esports, currently 1 matchup in the best of 3 series, we have Gaga. Now, Gaga will be going into this feeling very, very confident. He's 1 matchup in the best of 3 ace, and so the pressure on him is not as large compared to the pressure on Hantypen at the moment. Even if he loses this game, he still has another chance to really make the comeback. Now, we shall just see what Hantypen decides to do in this game. We have it's a TVZ on Heavy Rain, and Heavy Rain is, in my opinion, from playing and from watching, it seems to be a map that really does favour a mech style, just by all these choke points all over the map, and just makes it very easy for the mech Terran to control the area. But the question is, does Hantypen play both styles, or is he like an exclusive bio player? That is what we're going to find out in this match, hopefully. So in the meantime, standard opening, we have actually it's not quite standard, it's pull gas hatch. Usually it's hatch gas pull or pull. I cannot remember what they're all called, but yeah, a little bit more defensive setup. Basically, with the earlier pull, he wants to be able to get the lings out early to really defend any early cheeses like Reaper aggression or so on and so forth. Even like a proxy 2-racks, that's quite popular on this map, I've heard. So, well, not heard, I've actually seen. I know that from experience. Once again, Hantypen, he's playing greedy. He wants that CC first opening all the time, and oh, Gaga might have his number. 1 base Baneling bust against a CC first build is brutal. It's nearly an instant loss for the Terran player most of the time. Well, at least at my level of play, from my experience. We shall see if Hantypen has what it takes to really hold off this Baneling bust that's coming his way, because this is going to be so close. Zerg's on the way, speed is on the way, and Baneling S is just about to finish, so this is a 5-minute timing. There we go, more Zerglings. And at this point, Hantypen, he only has the 1 Marine out. 1 Marine. It's going to be so close. Alright, so Zerg streaming across the map. I think he might wait for speed to finish before he goes for it. He's got 114. Oh, that's still mining. And he's got his overlord here, so he knows there's nothing down here yet. So he can move his, oh, there we go. He's gonna morph him down here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Banelings. Whole lot of Banelings. And there we go. CC and oh yeah, 3 Marines, and this is gonna hit before this bunker can even finish. And once these Marines are dead, Hantypen will have nothing, and more bangs will just flood in. There we go. Lane's getting surrounded on the Marines, and the Banelings there is going to go up, and boom, there goes the wall, and the Zerglings are just going to flood in. We have a whole lot of Zerglings just making sure that bunker doesn't finish up. The rest up in the mineral line getting some damage done, and here come the rest. Zerg swarming in, and our Terran player is actually supply blocked as well, so he can't even build Marines to defend against this. He is in a terrible position, and he could try and rebuild the wall here. It's just no point. Well, there is a point to it, but even if he can get it up, there's more Banelings that can come in, so it's a very, very tough position for him at the moment. Zerglings just running around. Now this is good. This SCVs can actually handle Zerglings one-on-one in a choke like that quite. Not the Zerglings won't win. Oh, here we go. Banelings coming from the back, and oh, the sneak around with the Banelings, taking them from behind, and just opening up the rest of the Zerglings to flood in. And yeah, with one Marine against this many Zerglings, I think Handypen has fallen. I think Gaga just had his number in that match. Yep, there we go. So that means Alloy Esports actually takes the series. Well, very well done. That was a very well played ace from the Alloy Esports player, Gaga. He knew exactly. He saw the first game, the fast free CC build, and then he countered that hard with a one-base Baneling build in the second match. He just had Hantypen's number and just closed the series out. Hard, by the way. Alright, so that's actually the series concluded. That is the Vortex Esports versus Alloy's series being cast and concluded. We have the final score of Alloy Esports taking the series 5-4 against the Vortex Esports. But yes. Oh yeah, that hum in the background is my fan, because I've got my desktop up on my desk, so on and so forth. But yeah, once again, hope you guys all enjoyed the cast. It was a very, very exciting one to watch as well. It's actually probably one of my favorite ones I've seen so far. The games were really fun to watch. And for future reference, guys, I'll just go get a link for you guys now. I will be uploading all this to my YouTube channel, where I'll be keeping all my StarCraft and all my Chobo Team League VODs will be uploaded here. Link is in the chat. That's the playlist where you can find all my casts for all my Chobo Team League casts, and I'll be doing it all as one big video. But in the description, I'll have links to take you to the start of each match in the series. So yeah, share those videos around, give it a like, make comments, and leave your feedback, and enjoy watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys next time. I'll be hopefully casting next week, so keep an eye out, and as usual, if you want me to cast your matches, just put in a request. Till then, guys, I'll catch you guys later, and yeah.